Hey everyone, it's Laynie and how are you guys doing today? I hope you are having the best day ever. Really, I do. If you are new to my channel, welcome. If you are returning to my channel, thank you so much. I truly appreciate it, you guys. Today is a big day. It is so big, I even shaved my legs this morning. I mean, that is like date night, special occasion, big day. Yes, it's true. But anyways, it's a big day. I have something amazing here to show you my first impression. It's the Jaclyn Hill palette. I am so excited to get this. If you haven't heard about it, I don't know where you've been, but it is Jaclyn Hill's new collaboration with Morphe. It's not your typical collaboration. I mean, these are all new Morphe eyeshadows. They made them differently. They got some new machinery to make it. I mean, this is legit. It's $38 for 35 shadows. Look at how giant this palette is. So if you want to see my first impression and final thoughts on this new palette, then just keep watching. Beautiful. So excited to play with this. So excited. Going to start with my Morphe M441. The lightest first shade is definitely a satin, and the second is also very beaming. So I'm not going to be able to set my primer with those. I did not get the colors sheet, so I don't know the name of any of these. Going in with this shade here and then a little bit of the next shade. There's a little bit of kickback, but if I tap my brush, it's usually not a big deal at all. So far that's blending out really nicely, and it's not overly pigmented so far to where I feel like, too much too soon. Now going in top row, fourth from the left, same brush. Quite a bit of kickback with this one. It's a little bit deeper, still a really good crease shade. Really like this color. Grabbing my Morphe M573, I'm going in with this color right here, which I want to say really looks like Chickadee from Makeup Geek. I could be wrong on the name, but I feel like this color seems very familiar. It's pretty vibrant. Just working it back and forth, windshield wiper motions into the crease area. These three shades are really coordinating really well together. Now I want to start deepening the crease just a little bit, and I'm going to use this really nice camel color. I wish I had the color names for you guys. Using the same brush. And now I'm just going to start laying this on the outer third of the lid, and then moving it into the crease, but keeping it much more condensed to the top of the ball of my eye here than the last shades. I really like this color. Everything is blending out so easily. Really love that. Cleaning off my brush with a clean towel because we will be coming back to this brush. Now going in with this beautiful color here that I feel like is going to be a duochrome. Using my Morphe B10, it's actually a concealer brush, but I love it for shimmer shades. We're going to try it without any spray first to see how it goes. Picked up so nicely, like no kickback in the pan. I'm going to work this on the first 3/4 of the lid. This is one that I feel like needs a finger application. There we go. That is what I'm talking about. Oh, love this color. That is stunning. I'm going to go in with my Makeup Geek foiled brush and see if I can use that to get a little bit higher up on the lid where my finger cannot get in here so well. I like to bring my lid up a little bit because I don't have a lot of lid space. What do I want to do next? That is the real question here. I'm going to pick up this warmer brown. So pigmented. This is the M224 and it's new to me, so hopefully this works out. This one has some kickback, laying this color down on the outer third of the lid. Definitely quite a bit of fallout here. That's why I'm saving the foundation for last. I'm trying to keep this lower on the crease because I want some of that warm goldeny tone to still come through in the crease. So now I'm going to switch to my E36 with that same warm brown and gently circle it into the crease about 3/4 of the way in. And then going back in with my M573 and picking up just a little bit of that brown on the end, really tapping off the brush and then working that out. And then cleaning off this brush, going back in with that very, very goldeny, beautiful color, softly buffing out what I've laid down. I think I could get away with bringing that duochrome color even a little bit higher. I feel like the matte shade is acting up just a little bit there on the lid. I'm going to lay down just a little bit more using the M224. So this time I was just kind of packing it on instead of blending it. I love how my eyelids have turned out. I'm hoping the lower lash line goes the same. The hardest part is deciding what I want to do under the eyes. Do I want a pop of color? Do I want to keep it coordinated with what I have going on the top lid? Oh my gosh. Okay, I think I know. I'm going for in between. I'm going to go in with this, what looks like a very foiled, warm, reddish brown. Oh, and by the way, if you're wondering what my highlight is, of course I had to go with Prosecco Pop from the Becca Jaclyn collab. I mean, what else could I use on a day like today where I get to play with the Jaclyn Hill palette? So I'm going to go back. Actually, I'm going to use a new brush. It is the M213 because I want a really pretty under eye, but I don't want to go too va-va-voom. To start off with, I'm going to grab that foiled shade, which is so beautiful. I'm going to just work that right in. Foiled eyeshadows really are not having a lot of fallout so far. Okay, I'm loving this brush. And I'm going to stop when I get to just before the tear duct. So this is like kind of a pop of color, kind of not. I'm going to just clean it off and use the same one. And this time I'm going to grab lightest pinky shade right here because I want to keep the inner portion of my eye nice and bright. Really pretty. Cleaning off the same brush because I like to reuse brushes. Grab that warm brown matte shade just to tie in the outer edge with the top lid. And then just to make sure everything is nice and blended and soft, I'm going to grab that goldeny color on a crown brush, C513, and I'm just going to buff out the very outer edge. So far, absolutely loving this. And for the final ta-da, I'm going to grab what looks like a really nice frosty vanilla shade to pop in the very inner corner. Oh yes, that inner corner highlight though, wow. And then I'm going to pick up a little bit of the very first shade, which looks like a satiny finish, but maybe not as brilliant as this inner corner. And I'm just going to ever so slightly, oh I lied, this is intense too, wow, wow, wow. I've cleaned off the crown brush and now I'm just going to buff that out because wowzers, it is very reflective. You can definitely tone it down by buffing it out, but don't let it in the pan fool you. It is very reflective. Okay, you guys, it's time to get real on my final thoughts on this palette. Well, first of all, I think the size of the palette is awesome that you get so many eyeshadows. For storage, it might be difficult for a few of us, but that is something I can totally live with. No big deal. I love the packaging itself. I think it's beautiful. It just speaks to me. It speaks to Jaclyn. I love that the box it came in has this cute little note from Jaclyn, and the pictures are adorable. I mean, I feel like it truly is who Jaclyn is. The only downside to this packaging is I know myself and my dirty makeup fingers. You know, sometimes you fix stuff, you apply your foundation with your fingers, you think you get your hands wiped off, and then you touch this and oh, no, you didn't. Actually, I bumped it against my face earlier and I was scared that I got makeup on it. So white packaging does scare me just a little bit. I don't know if this cardboard packaging will not wipe off as easily as plastic, but on the reverse end of that, I'm glad they did cardboard packaging. I've heard some people complain about it, but I think that's how they kept the palette so affordable. Would plastic have been nice? Yes. Would a mirror would have been nice? Yes. But did I want to pay $60 or more for this giant eyeshadow palette? No, I didn't. I'm very happy with the $38 price tag, so I'm fine with the packaging. So cute that inside there is a message from Jaclyn. This palette is dedicated to all my loving subscribers. I am so excited for her. I'm so happy for her. As a small YouTuber, I'm just so proud, and really she is an inspiration because I didn't start this channel to ever even consider really being Jaclyn Hill or any of the big YouTubers. I just started it because I wanted to be creative and do something interesting in my spare time instead of just Netflixing all the time. So, but still, I mean, to know that, you know, there are those who make it out there on YouTube and who their just passion, their hobby becomes something more is so exciting and really inspiring to so many of us, because I know there's a lot of other small YouTubers out there. There's a lot of us. The actual color range, I think it's beautiful. When I was watching videos on it at first, I was a little like, I don't know if this is going to work for me with so many warm shades, but they're really, really wearable shades. The pigmentation of all the colors I used are on point. I didn't swatch in this video because there's so many of those already out there. I didn't want to overwhelm you guys with more swatches, but the colors I used were pigmented to perfection, whether they were on the lower level because it made sense or they were full pigment because it made sense. They blended out like a dream. There is kickback in the pan and some fallout, but to me that's to be expected. I mean, even the most expensive high-end brands have that. It's just unavoidable with eyeshadows. So that is not a big deal to me. The foiled eyeshadows are so nice. They're right up there with Makeup Geek, which is saying something because Makeup Geek, they are at the ultimate top of the pyramid when it comes to foiled eyeshadows. These are like right up there, like this much under the Makeup Geek. I mean, so good. This color you'd want to apply with your finger, or if you have the Makeup Geek foiled eyeshadow brush, this definitely needs a finger or a specialized brush to really get the color payoff. But I mean, this color is so stunning. I think the thing that just blew me away is how easily these blended. I am not a makeup expert, I'm not a makeup artist, I am just a makeup lover, and sometimes I get blending right, sometimes I don't, and this made it so easy. I love everything about this, loved Jaclyn. I think she did an amazing job, and I don't think any of this was just hype or made up or any of that drama that you hear about. I truly think these act so much differently than the other two Morphe palettes that I have. 200,000 palettes have been shipped out already, and there are going to be, I would say, 89% of people super pumped when they get this and are going to love it, because there's going to be the other 11% that you just can't please. I mean, there are those people, and maybe it's just not for them, but most people are going to love this palette because it is so beautiful. This one knocked it out of the park, in my opinion. I absolutely love it, and I can't wait to play with it again. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. I would love to have you be a part of my YouTube family. Really, I would. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. All 3 places. And as always, you guys, please try to stay positive, because at the end of the day, that is truly all we can try to do. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day.